Hi, I'm Tonya Schulte, and I'm with the Profit Constructors, where we help you run with the big dogs. Welcome back to the last of our video series regarding how to use WIP reports to strengthen your business. If you've been following along, you've already heard me talk about how to get information into Knowify, why it's important to have a WIP report in your trade contracting business, and then how to get that WIP report back out of Knowify and reconcile it to your information that's in QuickBooks Online so that we know that we're dealing with accurate information and that the information that we rely on the WIP report can be correct. And also, if you do use it to adjust your financials, which we would recommend that you do, that those adjustments are going to be accurate. Okay, here's the thing. The WIP report isn't just a report. It's actually a diagnostic tool. And if you use it right, you can prevent cash flow issues, protect your profits, and keep all of your jobs on track. So once you've got your reconciled WIP report, here are 4 things that you can look for every time. First of all, let's take a look at whether or not you have overbilled jobs. If a job is showing as overbilled, meaning that you've billed more than the work that you've actually performed, that's not necessarily bad, but it can create a false sense of security. So we often remind clients that extra cash sitting in the bank today might be needed tomorrow to cover the cost of work that you haven't done yet. It's very tempting to do what we like to call rob Peter to pay Paul. And I'm sure if you've been in the business very long, you've seen how that could happen. We might overbill for job 1 and have that cash available to start job 2, but that's a really bad cycle to get into. This is where a WIP is going to help you stay grounded and realistic about your true cash profitability. What about the opposite side of things though? What if we're looking at underbilled jobs? This one's a little more sneaky. Underbilling means that you've done the work, but you haven't billed for it yet. So if this keeps happening, you're basically floating your client. You've become their bank. You've spent the money, but you haven't brought it back in. WIP is going to help you catch this early so that you can follow up on billing or look at where are the internal delays that are causing this. Is there some sort of miscommunication happening between the field and the office? Are we just not taking the time to make sure that everything is happening correctly? All kinds of things that could be happening. All right, the third thing that you want to look for is jobs that are running over budget. This is where your percent complete number becomes really valuable because you get to compare it to the percent of your budget used, right? And so if you're halfway through the job, but you've already spent 75% of your costs, something is really off. WIP is going to give you that visibility in real time, not months later before it's too late to adjust or add that change order that you might need to add right now. And finally, the fourth thing is that you can use your WIP for forecasting and cash flow planning. WIP's going to help you to kind of zoom out and take that 50,000 foot view and see where your business is headed. When you know what's been earned, what's been billed, and what's left to do, you can forecast revenue, plan hiring, or you can prep for your slow or your busy seasons. And it's also a really powerful tool to bring your lender or your bonding agent, showing that you actually do understand your business's financial engine. So once you learn how to use it, then you can turn around and use it for that third party that's asking for it. And they'll really be impressed when you can explain it to them and they know that you know what's going on in your business. So remember, Knowify is going to automate the WIP data. QuickBooks houses your official books. But you are the one that's going to make it actionable. You can use your WIP report to manage cash flow, billing, and production with confidence and review it often, not just at year end or when the bonding agent asks for it. All right, thanks for watching this series. If you need help setting this up or reconciling the data or interpreting your WIP reports, that's exactly what we do here at the Profit Constructors. Reach out anytime. We're always here to help you run with the big dogs, and here's how you can get a hold of us. We'll see you next time.